What's up guys, Pippy here, and welcome to the last episode of the Trophy Cabinet. And it's been a long road. It's been like, I'm not even sure how many episodes we've done. I think we've done over 80 if I'm not mistaken. All I know is that we've won over 80 trophies, and it's going to come to an end in this episode because of reasons that I've said before in another video. If you want to hear why I'm ending the series, I will link the video in the description. But yeah, this is the last episode, and it is the Clásico Nacional, which required you to have players from America and Chivas de Guadalajara in your starting 11. So obviously this left room for other players from different leagues, because I think it was only like 3 from each team, and then you could have just had whoever you wanted. So that is what I did, and I came up with a pretty nice team. Had some of my favorite players in there. We came across a 5-at-the-back team with 88 chemistry, which was interesting because I don't remember the last time we came across a 5-at-the-back in a final of a tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see how we deal with that. And we started off pretty good right there as we gave our first warning sign, but it was ruled for offside. However, our opponent not too long after would get come close also, as he almost scores that header right there. And in the 11th minute, our opponent would try to create another chance over here. Juan Fran sends through Calderon over here. Calderon is going to cut inside very nicely, has a shot, makes it 1-0. And that was just a very, very weird goal right there. I thought it deflected off one of my players, or it was an own goal or something. So I had to look at it again on the replay over here. And he does a very nice fake shot right there. But he like tripped mid-shot. I don't think he wanted to shoot there. I think I fouled him and it redirected his shot, which is just very annoying because I don't know if it would have been a pen right there. But yeah, very stupid goal right there, but it is what it is. And over here, we would have a chance to make it 1-1 because he just passed it short off the goal kick. However, we can't figure out what to do right there, and it ends up being cleared. So a terrible play by us right there, or by me. Could have had an equalizer right there had I played my cards right. And in the 25th minute, over here, he goes on the attack once again. Calderon makes it 2-0, gets his second goal of the game with a nice little long shot right there. And I looked up his finishing because I wanted to see if he should be scoring from there. Turns out his finishing isn't that great. So you know what? FIFA 16 in a nutshell right there. And we go down in the second half 2-0. And despite the stats being in our favor, we're just not really creating anything too much. We're struggling against the 5-at-the-back. So I said, you know what? We need a goal soon. And that's why I'm doing the subs a little bit early this time. So we go ahead, bring on James, bring on Chiellini. And we also go ahead and bring on Marquisio, because I knew that our opponent was also going to do subs, and he did end up bringing on someone. I'm not too sure who. I think it was one of the pink cards that you get from the tournament. So it was either Konoplyanka, Royce, or Aubameyang. But in the 53rd minute, we would have a chance to grab ourselves a goal over here. Aguero pushes through. Game was very laggy, by the way. I'll get into that later. And Marquisio has a great shot right there. However, it is saved and then hits off the crossbar by the new City goalkeeper, Claudio Bravo. And over here in the 66th minute, Marquisio is going to play it to Chiellini. Chiellini back to Marquisio. Marquisio to James. James with a nice little turn right there. Somehow keeps the ball twice. And Dybala has a chance to make it 2-1. But once again, we can't find the back of the net. Struggling to score over here. And I just felt like this game wasn't going to go my way. And in the 77th minute over here, Pereira gives it to Aguero. Aguero does that turn we did with James earlier. Gets fouled in the box. Ref doesn't call a penalty. I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. However, the play was not dead there because we win the header with Chiellini. Chiellini to James. James has a shot. Bounces to Marquisio. Marquisio shoots it and it hits the crossbar again. So we can't seem to score. The EA gods are just not in our favor. And in the 82nd minute, I went all out attack because I knew 2 goals was definitely possible, especially in this game. And Marquisio over here plays it to Chiellini, who's playing striker at this point because of me going out of attack. Bravo saves it. It falls perfectly to Dybala, and Dybala finds the back of the net. Finally, after 80 minutes and 100 million chances, we finally score. And now the pressure was on. Can we score one more and send this to extra time? Well, in the 85th minute, we would have a chance to do that over here as we play it to the mini Hullet right there. It's not actually Hullet, by the way. It's like one of the Mexican players that we have. Plays a terrible pass right there. Our opponent clears it, and he goes on the counterattack over here. Griezmann to Cavani. Cavani is just too fast for our defender. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. However, he slows down, ends up playing it back to Calderon, and Aguilar does very well right there to steal it. So Very lucky to not have conceded right there, because it does bounce back to Cavani right there, and he hits the post. So honestly thought he was going to put that game to rest right there. And in the 90th minute, he gets the corner. He starts time wasting over here with Calderon. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. You're playing 5 to back. Isn't that bad enough? And we end up stealing it right there. It goes out for a throw in first. And I said, you know what? If we do every pass perfectly and the ref doesn't blow for full time, we have a chance over here. So that is what we do. Ponce to Pereira. Pushing up because I don't want the ref to call full time. James back to Ponce. Ponce to Aguilar. Aguilar to Dybala. Dybala through on goal. And he makes it 2-2 in the last second of the half. We send this one to extra time. I couldn't believe it when we scored right there. I thought that as soon as he went to the corner to time waste, it was game over and we would lose. But luckily, the ref did not blow for for full time. We kept the ball and finally scored with Dybala. Grabbed his second goal of the game, and a very crucial one as it sent us to extra time. So I was feeling pretty confident that we could win this one because the momentum was in our side. However, in the 112th minute over here, we can't steal it off Cavani. A couple of lucky bounces right there. Cavani threw on goal. Makes it 3-2. And that would be very, very crucial in the result of this game. Because in the 120th minute, after all this lag, by the way, this game was very laggy. And I think it was because of the tournament itself. I'll explain that in a second. So yeah, 120th minute, he has a cross. We try to go on the attack once again, but the ref says, not this time, buddy. We're going to blow for full time. And unfortunately, the streak has come to an end, and a pretty fitting end because that is also the last episode of the series. So unfortunately, we couldn't win that, but the lag, I can't really blame it on the lag. My finishing was terrible too, but it was just very painful with the lag. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank, oh yeah, the tournament. The requirements were to have Mexican players, and not many people play these tournaments because the rewards are terrible. So the only people that actually end up playing this tournament were people that actually have players from those clubs, which in this case is Mexican people. So me being in America, then being in Mexico, the connection isn't that great, and that is why that game right there was laggy. So I can't really use the lag as an excuse because our opponent had the lag also. We just played terribly. Anyways, guys, this is the last episode of the Trophy Cabinet. I just want to thank you guys so much for the support throughout the whole series. It was fun at first, but as it went on, it did get pretty stressful, and I'm so glad it's over. I just want to continue making a few FIFA videos because the demo does come out soon. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. My name is Pipideed. This has been the Trophy Cabinet for FIFA 16. My name is Pipideed. I said that twice, and I'm out.